afternoon, a warm welcome to Thrum Hall, Halifax for this afternoon's last Stones Bitter League clash encounter of the 93-94 season. Saints coming out first, and their side for this afternoon: Alan Hunt at fullback, Mike Riley, Ian Pickavance, Phil Beavers and Anthony Sullivan make up the three-quarter line. Tira Patti and Shane Cooper, the half-back pairing. Tommy Martin with a knee injury. John Harrison, Bernard Dwyer and Andy Dallett make the front row, with Chris Morley, George Mann and Chris Joint the back three. Jason Roach and Peter Atherton are on the bench. Saints in 8th position at present, and obviously certain of a Premiership playoff, with the Widnes losing last Wednesday, even though Saints lost at Odsal Stadium just by 18 points to 16. The Halifax side coming out from the bottom left-hand corner. As you're viewing, on their side for this afternoon is Steve Hampson at fullback, Henry Sharp, John Schuster, John Bentley and Mark Preston. Their three quarters, Michael Hagan and Paul Bishop. A lively half-back pairing with Carl Harrison, Roy Southernwood, John Fieldhouse in the front row, Michael Jackson, Gary Lord and Gary Diverty, the back three, Mark Perrott and Paul Anderson on the bench. Referee Mr. Robert Connolly of Wigan. Carl Harrison the captain, Shane Cooper the captain for the Saints. Centre fielder, and the Saints all huddled in a circle just to our right. Carl Harrison the captain and the matchday mascot for Halifax on the centre spot. Shane Cooper just giving his last orders, what he expects of his side. A blustery day here at Thrum Hall, and it makes a change for it to be quite pleasant. Usually bitterly cold when we come here. A breeze, a bit of a swirling breeze. I would think it looks as though it's blowing from the right to the left as you're viewing. Just waiting to get underway. Halifax in 5th position. I think that's going to be their final position, and they look as though they're going to play Castleford next week, not next week, a fortnight today I should say, in the Premiership playoffs, the first round, whereas the top 3 places still to be decided, with Wigan playing tonight against Oldham, Bradford at the top at present, Warrington second, Wigan third, and the bottom places could change, obviously with the Saints today depending on their results. And Leeds has finished off the programme the other day, and Widnes involved there out of the top 8. But it's still all to be decided as to where the playoff places are. But it's Saints to kick off, playing against the wind in the first half. Tira Patti at the centre spot, ready to get us underway. Bernard Dwyer will be entrusted with the goal kicking this afternoon, with all the regular goal kickers ruled out through injury. She kicks it off, Schuster gathers it, comes cross field, Andy Dallett quickly in, out for a couple of weeks with a neck injury. And Halifax, a good win under the belt last Sunday, beat Wakefield here to the tune of 54 points to 16. Southernwood with the hint of a forward pass on to Carl Harrison. But strong running by Halifax in the early minutes. Obviously we're up here on a centre field position, the best position we've had here at Halifax over a few seasons, and Malcolm Rayleigh, the coach, is up here to our left, and no doubt a few choice words of wisdom will be coming from him throughout the match. Mike Riley has to play it. Halifax offside, did not give him 10 metres as they moved in quickly from the kick down field, with Halifax using the strong breeze. Well, he expected, isn't it? They're going to pepper the Saints in the first half, put the ball down at every available opportunity. And there's one hell of a slope, isn't there, from left to right as you look down this Thrum Hall pitch. But Saints won the resulting penalty. 30 metres from their own line. Dwyer restarts on to Big John Harrison. Solid tackling by Halifax, moving quickly. Gary Lord, John Bentley, heavily involved, loose play. Saints tidy it up, but the ball must have been knocked forward, has it? Referee Connolly moving in. There'll be a scrum down. Looks as though it's going to be Halifax feed. It is. So Saints there, losing control. Bishop, the ex-Saints favourite, also John Fieldhouse, an ex-Saint. A good tackling there by Tirapati and Phil Beavers, moving quickly. Got to move up quickly, make sure the tackling is firm, hard and fair. Good work there. Henry Sharp moves in now. Southernwood again. On to Devotee. Bishop chips it through. A big gap there. Preston, the speed merchant there. It's going to be a try. No, it's ruled out. Bounce ball is the indication. Well, it didn't look all that bad from here, I must say. But Paul Bishop and Mark Preston put a big hole in the Saints defence there. Riley went back for it. He couldn't control the ball. And Preston looked as though he got down with pressure on it, but obviously not. The referee right on the job. An early scare for the Saints. A let-off for the Saints. And Halifax must be bitterly disappointed. Obviously we'll look at that one again on the video, won't we? But solid tackling, Fieldhouse involved there. On Ian Pickervance, versatile Pickervance. Andy Dannett gets it away to Rapati. Beavers with Sullivan on his outside, but good tackling there. Super tackling, Schuster took him down. Now it's George Mann. As they say, it's building up for next season. The signing of Scott Gibbs and this Western Samoan, Paul Perellini, the Terminator. But George Mann there being linked with a move to Leeds. I certainly hope not. George Mann, one of the informed forwards, informed players at St Helens. But it's the old money that talks, isn't it? And Preston taken down right below our commentary position by Mike Riley. Super wingman Preston always seems to play well against St Helens. Last one of the sequence, Southernwood. Well, I thought it was last one of the sequence. It must have just been lining the Saints out. Bishop, Harrison. You can bet Bishop will be there. Harrison bursts through. Bishop there on his shoulder. Well, Paul Bishop going through on Alan Hunt with the elbow there. A despicable tackle there by Bishop. An off-the-ball incident, and Alan Hunt still on the floor. And none of the officials, all three officials there, didn't pick that up. But Harrison will burst through. Bishop was on his shoulder, as I said, and he went in on Alan Hunt with the forearm. And Hunt there being treated by Saints physio Jeanette Smith. Bernard Dwyer just bringing the incident to the referee's attention, but none of the officials had picked that up. Very clearly in view there. And Hunt being treated. The game stopped. And Alan Hunt there, well, let's hope he's not seriously injured, but early on in the game, Saints don't really want to bring on a substitute, but if need be. And Jeanette Smith having a look and treating round Alan Hunt's jaw area. But he's up and about now. And Alan Hunt will know who it is, won't he? And the card will now be marked. Saints restart against the breeze. Dwyer to Harrison. Solid gang tackling by Halifax. Combined front row there. Move in. Now it's with Andy Dannett. He's forced back. Halifax move up quickly. Dwyer takes it on the short side. George Mann to Beavers again. Beavers breaks through. Sullivan is coming on the inside. Then he has to go back. Oh, Beavers is still pounding down the wing. When the ball's come out, it's loose. Saints making all that good yardage. Beavers there with a 40-50 metre burst. And then the ball coming loose. It's now with Schuster. And now it's Saints' turn to peg Halifax in the 20 metre area. But no doubt the kick will come downfield after 2 or 3 tackles to relieve the pressure. John Fieldhouse, much trouble forward, ex-Saint. And Halifax still in possession, charging it up, moving it up. Shane Cooper organising his troops. Harrison now, big block busting forward, last one of the sequence. Mike Riley will drop back, Anthony Sullivan will drop back, it comes to Bishop. Bishop pops it over to Sullivan's wing, but Alan Hunt there goes back, but Bishop only finds touching goal. And Saints will restart from the centre of the 20 metre line. No score at present. 6.5 minutes of the first half gone. Referee Connolly just making sure that Halifax were back 10 metres. They move up quickly as Morley comes through with it. Chris Morley in the starting lineup at Bradford and scored a try. Obviously, I didn't pick him out straight away. It was very difficult. As I say, when you're at Bradford, it's about 3 days camel ride from the pitch. But Beavers again. Sullivan on his outside. Beavers and Sullivan combination. It led to a try at Oddsall. And Sullivan there went on the outside. Must have thought he could round his man, but the Halifax forwards moving quickly. Force Sullivan into touch. Scrum down. Bishop to feed. Second row forward there. Gary Lord on the outside and Bishop there again. Halifax punched, but it's now with Michael Hagan. Short ball there, good driving. Michael Jackson, ex-Wakefield and current Great Britain player. But good driving, Halifax move it crossfield. Saints defence holds firm. Rapati and Mann on the short side. Halifax move it. Saints urge to get back behind the 10-metre line. Lauren Morley up to play the ball. Bishop along the line. Fieldhouse trying to burst the first line of defence. Last one of the sequence. Halifax in possession. No score at present. Will Bishop have a go for a drop? He puts a tester up. Alan Hunt coming for it. Hunt takes it comfortably, but he's forced back. But the touch judge is on. And Bishop again, and Dwyer clashing. Obviously I'd followed the ball, but I can see Bishop and Dwyer there. And is Bishop going to be pulled up this time for anything, or is it Bernard Dwyer that's going to be pulled up for an incident after the ball had gone? But all three officials having a little conflab. Let's see what referee Connolly comes up with. The last one, Bishop had put it up high. Alan Hunt took it cleanly. He was forced back. Bernard Dwyer's being spoken to. Obviously the officials picked that up this time. Yes, Halifax are going to be awarded the penalty. Well, taking the player out, clamping him, obstructing his movements is the indication given. And an ideal platform, I suppose, as far as Halifax are concerned. And referee Conley just explaining to the Saints why the penalty has been awarded. And Schuster going to have a go for goal. Prolific goal kicker Schuster. A lot of players when Schuster came, a lot of spectators when Schuster first came here, and his first few games wasn't too well at all, but he's blended in now. Good centre play and prolific goal kicker. So Bernard Dwyer was penalised there. The referee brought the ball over, or the play over, to where supposedly the ball finished. So Alan Hunt took it right by the line. But it's in that line from the line as Schuster brings it out infield, obviously to get a better angle. But notice how the officials picked it up that time. It's a pity they didn't pick it up before when Bishop went through with the elbow on Alan Hunt. But the goal kick gone to the left of the sticks. We've had 10 minutes of play. There's been no score at present. And Saints will drop out from the centre of the 20-metre line against the breeze. Tirapati will have to try and keep it low. He does so. Michael Jackson takes it. Shane Cooper comes to meet him along with Chris Joint, but he bounces off the first line of defence. Pickerbounce comes in, good strong running. Pickerbounce and Riley finally combine to bring him to grass. It's good strong running by Halifax, and that's what they've got to do. They've got the wind behind them. They're looking to get points on the board in this first half. They're moving it crossfield. The miss move, now it's with Schuster. Tirapati temporarily stopped him, and then the Saints cover defence of Mann and Phil Beavers came in and completed the job. They're holding down or lifting the leg, I think, in the tackle is the indication. George Mann and Phil Beavers there, they don't like the decision. They let the referee know, but you've got to put up with it. And Halifax, fine touch in the, say, 20-metre area. Sharp from the acting half-back comes through. A lot of the time they bring the wingmen in, speedy wingmen, if they can just penetrate the first line of defence. Good driving there by Halifax. They move in within 10 metres of the Saints line. Southernwood at dummy half. Onto Bishop. Mismove there, Devotee. Now Harrison. Oh, takes some stopping. Harrison. Oh, he stopped. Inches short there. I would say perhaps a metre as he's forced back. It's now with Bishop. Gives the dummy. Bishop goes for the line. We know what Bishop can do. Oh, but good work there by Halifax. Is the man over? Is the try given? It is. 12 minutes have gone and Gary Lord comes up. Well, the temper's getting a little frayed at the back of the sticks there, and it's not something we usually see between these two sides. But temper's getting a little frayed, and some of the decisions in the opening 12 minutes that the referee has given and not given. Schuster pops it over. Halifax in the lead, 6-0. We know how fiery Paul Bishop is. Came from Warrington to St Helens, and then a shot move, we can say, over here to Halifax. Didn't think he was in dispute or anything, Paul Bishop. Halifax snapped him up, and he's a fiery character, isn't he? He's prodding and probing, and you get the big forwards going through, like Carl Harrison. He did the same at St Helens with Kevin Ward. You get Ward running through at pace, and who's there? Bishop always backing up. But Saints trail 6 points to 0. Rapati gets us underway. 14 minutes have gone on the clock. Ian Peck advancing at the tackle. And Saints moving in, gang tackling. Chris Joint in as well. Shane Cooper there. We still don't know who will be playing in the Premiership. Even after today, we're actually 8th at present. Could finish 7th with a win today. But the top spots haven't been decided yet till the old Pie Eaters play at Watershed this evening. Michael Hagan, 30 metres from his own line. Saints cover defence, move in. Strong running. Solid running. Last one of the sequence. Bishop will be well positioned. The ball will go downfield. And it's charged down by Chris Morley. Can Morley gather it before it goes into touch? He can't. Unlucky there. Morley did well. Bishop was hassled a little bit. It came to Morley, put his body on the line there, charged it down, but it went into touch, and Halifax will have head and ball. John Bentley, prolific try scorer again. Bentley, a very exciting wingman, scored some excellent tries this season. Let's hope he doesn't get the chance this afternoon. John Harrison and Andy Dannett move in, but Halifax move it quickly, and a lot of urgency in the Halifax outfit. They've had most of the possession, and Saints in the opening 16 minutes now, more or less forced to defend. Carl Harrison, big man to be taken, 2 round the legs, 1 up the top to smother the ball. Cabbages a yard there as Southernwood comes from acting half-back. Last one of the sequence now, with Halifax still in possession, and the ball's going to be put down by Bishop. Puts a tester up. Well, there's a lot of meat behind that, isn't it? Well, Alan Hunt. Well, Hunt taken there. And surely Schuster there came in. Didn't look as though he was onside, but the referee well positioned as Sullivan breaks through. 10 metres from the line. That's the idea of using these wingmen. Saints have got to move it quickly. George Mann up the centre. He gets it away to Vivers, but good tackling by Halifax, good smother tackling as they move in quickly. Saints build up the charge again. Well, a high tackle indicated by, referee Connolly. He's going to his mouth as if somebody said something. Well, it is high. High tackle is given there. It didn't look all that bad from here. I mean, Harrison, he's not a titch, is he? He's 6'7". It didn't look all that bad. But Vivers finds touch, more or less 8 metres from the halfway line. Chance for Saints to build up. A rare excursion in the Halifax half. Saints bring it midfield. Chris Joint, looking for that little bit of magic from Chris Joint. Obviously talk about Chris Joint moving. I do believe he has another 12 months of contract here at St Helens. There's George Mann looking for support. Well, gets it away to Bernard Dwyer. And Cooper on the far side there, along with Anthony Sullivan, who's coming to try and split it up. But a lot of fire and I don't know who that man is out there that's fighting with Cooper, but it's Divarty, I think. Looks like the loose forward, Gary Divarty. But there's a lot of bad feeling out there in these early minutes, isn't there? The referee has stopped the clock, and the touch judge is on again. Well, George Mann, we'd followed the ball coming through, but obviously, as you could hear from the crowd, Cooper was involved. Sullivan come in as peacemaker and dragged Gary Divarty off Cooper. There's a lot of hanky-panky and jiggery-pokery going on in these tackles, isn't there? And Shane Cooper, one of the mildest mannered players you could ever wish to meet. But obviously, things have been going on. Halifax in the lead by 6 points to 0. Divarty's there along with captain Carl Harrison. Cooper is the captain for the Saints. So I'm sure he can represent himself if there's any need to. But Divarty's got 10 minutes in the sin bin. Cooper's going to be spoken to now. And is Cooper going to get 10 minutes in the sin bin? Well, he's speaking to him sternly, and Cooper's got 10 minutes as well. Shane Cooper, well, whether that's his first ever sin bin, I know he has been sent off before while playing for the Saints, but I don't recollect him being in the sin bin. But Cooper is the Saints leader, the main linchpin. The penalty has gone to the Saints. It's Divarty that's been adjudged of giving the punch. But obviously, for the retaliation, I would think that's why Shane Cooper has been dispatched to the sin bin along with Gary Divarty. Halfway through the first half, 20 minutes gone on the watch, but obviously quite a bit of stoppage time for a couple of skirmishes. Saints have to build up now, and John Allison leads the way, turns it back inside. Watt has to take the tackle. Well, that's a high tackle by Jackson on Dannett, isn't it? And the game's going to warm up here. There's no danger about this. Tirapati running the diagonal. George Brown out to Beavers. He has to take the tackle. Beavers does well. But good tackling on the far side. Oh, loose play the ball there. Tidied up by Tony Sullivan. He comes in field, Sullivan. He's still driving. He's 8 metres now from the line. And Saints lucky there that Halifax didn't come up with the possession. But quick play the ball wanted. Halifax move up offside on the referee's left. Now with Rapati. Shrugs the first tackle off. He drives again. He's still looking for support. Dwyer's there. Back to Harrison. Saints keep it alive. Chris Morley. Morley has to take the tackle. But crossing. Well, crossing is the indication. Preston takes a quick tap, but I didn't see any crossing there, and by the shouts of the spectators, and we have Mal really up here on our left, he didn't shout anything, and he's renowned for being very mortal, isn't he? But Halifax have the possession. Bishop, Fieldhouse. He straightens it up. Harrison comes in with Dannett. Southernwood at dummy half. Hagan. Long ball out to Bentley, trying to draw the Saints defence in, but Riley and Pickavance right below us here. Jackson at dummy half. Hagan again. Hagan, second row forward Lord, the try scorer for Halifax. Last tackle of this sequence. And it's on to Bishop. Puts it downfield. Sits up nice for Tony Sullivan. After come infield. Hagan up there along with Schuster. Now it's with Alan Hunt. The Saints without their influential playmaker for 10 minutes in the sin bin. As Chris Joint now, this will show the character of the Saints. They've got to get together. Trailing by 6-0. Dannett charges it up. Harrison's there along with Southernwood and Lord, but Dwyer, as ever, quickly away from the acting half-back position. Last one of the sequence now for the Saints. They bring it right. It's Tirapati. He'll have to drill it low, which he does do. In this corner, Steve Hampson. He takes it. Pick of Hanson, Riley come in and bounce Hampson down. Not had a lot of first team starts since he was transferred from Wigan. Had injury problems and then he wasn't getting selected. Southernwood a dummy half. Out to Fieldhouse. Oh, pushes George Mann off. He gets the ball away to Schuster. Schuster comes on the opposite diagonal now. From his right to centre back. Over to the left. Oops, he just tries to carve his way through. Morley brings him down well. The ball was there, ready for playing. And the big John Harrison there couldn't get out of the way. The Schuster there definitely caught the referee. Harrison couldn't roll away. Schuster tried to play it quickly. Chris Morley came in and snaffled the ball. But Schuster had put it on the ground. But Halifax have the penalty. John Bentley comes on at pace. No danger about that. Southernwood and Fieldhouse and Halifax build up again. The tackle is going to be firm. Fieldhouse loses it. The ball's gone backward. That is correct. Referee Connolly says so. But Bernard Dwyer nearly had his hands on that. Hagan bringing in Jackson. Solid tackling again. Centre field, 30 metres from the Saints line. And Halifax bring it left. Harrison drawing in Hampson. Linking up with the back division. Making that extra man. Southernwood, and good yardage there by Southernwood. Last one of the sequence now. Bishop, I think he'll go for the 1 pointer here. Well, he's acting half-back. Loop movement with Hagan. Hagan, Chipwell is offside. Dear me. Henry Sharp must have been 3 yards offside as he moved down there, but it's the last tackle of the sequence and the turnover has been given. As Sullivan comes through, but solid tackling. Harrison just taking a knock there. That's Carl Harrison for Halifax. Vivers comes through, John Fieldhouse. Now with big John Harrison for the Saints, he takes it up centre field. 25 minutes gone, still nothing in it. 6-0 for Halifax. George Mann bringing in Ian Pickavance. Turns round, bounces at the first line of defence, and Pickavance drives again. Mike Riley takes up the acting half-back position. He's looking for a chink in the Halifax armour, but there's not been many gaps this afternoon. Last one of the sequence. Saints have to move it left. It's on to Rapati, back to Alan Hunt. Hunt pops it up and Hampson will let it roll into touch. Well, he doesn't. Wrong again. Saints moving quickly. Bring him down. Halifax troop very slowly back onside, and they are in possession. Southernwood at dummy half. Bishop along the line. Fieldhouse, well, he loses it. It's gone back. Touched the Saints player, I do believe. Now whether the tackle count been waved off. Mark Preston will have to be marshalled. Preston loses his footing, but it rolls past Riley there. And here Pickavance tidies him up. You don't give this man Preston an inch. Like lightning he is. Inside to Harrison. Good running, well on to Hagan. Oh, Bishop there takes it centre. And more Bishop, what's he doing? Well, Bishop have gone all the way, Bishop. The line was clear. But Halifax play it, Fieldhouse has it. Inside ball to Bentley. Long ball to Hagan. A long cut-out ball there on the far side. Hampson is involved. Will Hampson score? He does. Well, they made hard work in that Halifax, didn't they? They made really hard work of it. Steve Hampson was over for the try, but my word, I thought Bishop should have had it sealed, signed, sealed and delivered right under the sticks, a minute or so earlier. You can probably hear Malcolm Riley giving instructions down to the bench. He likes the elevated position up here on the gantry. As Schuster positions it. Oh, super kick by Schuster. Extends the Halifax lead to 10 points to 0. and both Cooper and Devorty back on. 12-0 the score, Halifax in the lead, 28 minutes of the first half gone. So, Saints certainly up against it. Halifax playing with the breeze, making the kicking game work for them. But some good play, good passing, good backing up by Halifax. And they've 2 tries and 2 converted tries to show for it. Rapati with a deep kick, taken by Hampson, I think it was. Southernwood at the acting half-back position. Good running by Lord. Well marshalled there, Chris joins in along with Tirapati and Bernard Dwyer. Devorty now, back after his 10 minutes rest. Bishop, Carl Harrison. Past the first line of defence. Taken down there by John Harrison. Good running there as John Fieldhouse up to the halfway line. Last one of the sequence. Well, the ball's loose. The referee looking to the touch judge. Well, nobody's got a clue. Tirapati just with a high one on Henry Sharp. But I think it went off the ball carrying hand and went up high. Comes off and Paul Anderson comes on. Halifax have the penalty. Even though a bit of a mix-up earlier on, and none of the officials knew what was going on yet again. But Rapati adjudged guilty of a high tackle. I think it was bounced off the ball carrying arm and went up high. It looked a lot worse than it was on Henry Sharp. But Halifax in a good attacking position again. Bishop onto Devorty. He brings the ball left. Devorty looks for the gap. Is he over? He is. Good work by Devorty. A big hole in the safe defence. And Devorty carved his way through. And the safe tackle couldn't hold him. And Halifax win for the 3rd try. 31 minutes gone. And Devorty fresh after 10 minutes in the sin bin. Powers over and makes it 16 points to 0 now for Halifax. But it's Schuster now. 10 metres in, on the 20-metre line. Oh, strikes that better this time, yes. Trots it between the uprights. And Halifax in a commanding 18 points to 0 lead. Sheer persistency by the Halifax outfit. Paid off for them. Similar side for the Saints as we had at Osler Stadium midweek. But still with quite a few injured players. And Tommy Martin added to that list with a knee injury. Still got about 13 players out injured. But as I've said before, you've just got to get on with the job. It's no excuse. Michael Jackson coming cross-field, breaks through the first line of defence. He's hurrying down this wing, he comes in field. Bernard Dwyer has him. Jackson wants to quick play the ball. Bentley's there at dummy half, now with Hagan along the line. Hampson links up. Hampson breaks out of the tackle and he breaks out again, but Cooper wraps him up. Everything going Halifax way this afternoon. Good running, Anderson running hard and running strong, and running from deep as well. Southernwood wrapped up there by Shane Cooper. Last one of the sequence. Bishop wants it. He's going to pepper the Saints. Puts a tester up. Alan Hunt moves in for it. Mike Riley moves in for it, but Pickervance shields it, and Pickervance comes up with possession. Paul Bishop just trying to point what he thinks is an indiscretion out to the referee Connolly as Riley comes midfield. Anderson and Devorty bring him down. George Mann, Phil Beavers, back to George Mann. He gives the dummy and drives it forward another 5 metres. Saints spread it. Andy Dammett, try on the board essential. It's essential that Saints get points on the board. As Saints are looking to introduce a substitute, Peter Atherton warming up down below us, looking to be introduced. See who coach Eric Hughes is going to bring off as Rapati puts it for the bottom corner. It's going to run dead. Yes, too much meat on there, but it's number 11. It's Chris Morley that's been substituted, and Peter Atherton. Well, not just yet. Bentley comes in. The referee's attention not being noticed on that occasion. Harrison in possession for Halifax. 5 minutes to the interval, plus stoppage time. And we've had a couple of minutes of that, haven't we? Anderson drives in. Good man, strong forward. Southernwood again. As Halifax build up a charge. Gary Lord, I think it is. Cooper wraps him up. The referee just shouting the tackle count out. Players there just to unravel. And the ball was brought centre field. Well, Hagan knocked it forward. Just touched his fingertips and knocked it forward. Scrum down, Saints feed, and Saints allowed to make the substitution. Chris Morley off, Peter Atherton on, and 36 minutes gone on the watch. Cooper from the base of the scrum, out to Rapati. Well, it was a bad ball, that to Rapati. Rapati looks over, and I suppose that's just the story of St Helens afternoon so far, isn't it? 18-0 down. The ball hanging at the back of the scrum. Cooper with a long pass, and unfortunately Rapati couldn't take it. But with the resulting scrum, Halifax come up with it. Hampson breaks through the first two tackles. Hagan takes up the dummy half position. Halifax now with Devorty, pirouettes, and is brought down by Bernard Dwyer. Bishop feeds Gary Lord. They're coming through on the opposite diagonal. Excellent drive there. Bishop running the show, giving the options. It's now with Carl Harrison. He gets it away. Bishop now along the line. Hagan looking for runners. Schuster, good backing up. Devorty back to Bishop. He's got to support there. Schuster, I think it is, that comes through again. But good tackling by the Saints, but good running by Halifax. No, it was Bentley. Bishop gives the dummy, changes direction, last one of the sequence. Halifax will be going for the 4-pointer. Well, it was to Hampson for the drop goal. As Hampson would have thought that he'd gone for the 4-pointer, they've had the confidence. But Hampson goes for the extra one and makes it 19-0. Hampson popping the 1-pointer over, links up well in the attack. And unfortunately Saints do not have the answer to Halifax in the first half. 2 minutes remaining on the watch. And Tirapati to kick off, and all that pressure coming on the Saints by virtue of that scrum and a drop ball. An awkward pass. And you just can't afford to make mistakes like that against Halifax. They build up the charge again, and Saints going to see, obviously, if they can contain them in the 20-metre area. Been very difficult throughout the first half. Saints will have the wind at the backs in the second half. Whether they can use it to their advantage. Certainly a mountain to climb at 19 points to 0 down. Carl Harrison looking for support, he gets it away to Lord. He's wrestled to the ground by Chris Joint. Southernwood, short ball to Devorty. Last one of the sequence now. Halifax will put it deep downfield. It's there with Bishop. Puts it for this ball, angle for the bottom corner, but it didn't go that way, too deep there. A lot of beef on it, as you can see, and it goes directly dead. But using the wind, peppering the Saints, putting them back there in their own 20-metre area. Dwyer will restart from the centre spot on the 20-metre line. And Mike Riley being brought in, but watertight Halifax defence. Big John Harrison. And tackling again. Devorty along with Anderson. Saints take it blindside. George Mann running out wide. Not a lot of room for him. Saints still persist, and Dwyer chips it through for Anthony Sullivan. But Hampson Beavers and Sullivan come in on Hampson. Good angle kick by Dwyer. Obviously got to try and keep Halifax now. Well taken by Hagan. As Joint comes in, as Peter Atherton comes in, I beg your pardon. Good tackle by Atherton on Hagan. A good break by Hagan, saw the gap, went for it. Peter Atherton came in quickly, snuffed him out. Playing in added time now, 40 minutes of normal time gone, as Harrison bounces off, tries to release it again. Schuster in an offside position, made no attempt to go back, and I think he should have been penalised for that. Well, only 32 seconds of stoppage time played, and I'm sure we've had more than that, but the timekeepers are the sole arbiters of the time. But at the end of the first 40 minutes, it's been all Halifax. Tries from Lord, Hampson and Devorty, all three converted by Schuster, and then Hampson with a drop goal 3 minutes before the interval. Half-time score here at Crum Hall, Halifax 19, Saints 0. This last Stones Bitter Championship fixture for this season. Halifax in the lead, 19-0, playing against the breeze in the second half. Let's see if the Saints can put it together. Jason Roach on at half-time, and I think it's Phil Beavers that's actually been replaced. Alan Hunt takes it, and no doubt Eric Hughes will have tried to G side up at half-time. Malcolm Reilly, his side very spirited. Good running from Pickavance, gets it away to Chris Joint. Early start, a good start needed for the Saints. Oh no, Phil Beavers is on, it's Mike Riley that has been replaced. I do beg your pardon. Jason Roach on the right wing. Now it's John Harrison, good strong running. Bernard Dwyer at dummy half. Tirapati using the wind, and why not? Halifax used it in the first half. Mark Preston forced a turn. The ball rolling about 8 metres from the Halifax line. Good diagonal crossfield kick by Tirapati. It's been scrummed down. It's Halifax head and ball. So it's Paul Bishop. 2 feed. Bishop gets possession. Rapati moves in quickly. Schuster for Halifax. And Dannett quickly in at the tackle. Anderson, substitute forward. Come on for John Fieldhouse. 10 minutes before the interval. Michael Harrison, the captain. He moves it upfield. John Connolly urging, Robert Connolly should say, urging the Saints to get back on side. They're obviously moving up as quickly as they can without being penalised. And Devorty there in possession. Last tackle of the sequence. Paul Bishop puts it high. Alan Hunt there. Is he going to let it roll dead? Well, that's against the breeze, and it does go dead. Saints will restart from the centre of the 20. 31 points in the league. As Jason Roach comes in, another one of the Alliance team that's brought through. Strong running from substitute forward Peter Atherton. Used a few times this season, but made his debut for the Saints 2 or 3 seasons ago. Along the line, Cooper misses out Dannett, onto Joint. Oh, sharp ball to Rapati, who looks as though he was taken on suspicion, and he appeals to the referee, and I feel he's got a case, but the referee just rules it away. Halifax have possession, and Hampson from the full-back links up. Bentley now running crossfield. Gets it away to Schuster. Calls Henry Sharp in field. But George Mann and Tirapati. And Tirapati comes up with a tackle. They cut his path off. Carl Harrison now just inside the Saints half. 19-0 the score, and 3 minutes of the second half have been played. Paul Anderson, big lad, takes some tugging down, but Harrison, Mann and Dwyer do the job. Last one of the sequence with Halifax in possession. A tester, Bishop lets it hang in the breeze. Alan Hunt comes up for it, he knocks it forward. He was under a lot of pressure. He bangs it down in disgust. Back to him. Hunt fumbled it from the resulting scrum. Bishop feeds it on to Bentley. Bentley attacking now, drawing the men in, gets it away to Henry Sharp. Tony Sullivan closes him down. Sullivan marks up there. Bentley at dummy half, on to Schuster. Playing in the right centre position, but over here, well, I beg your pardon, it's Bentley that's on the left centre. Over here on the right, Schuster is the right centre position and in the correct position. Bentley still over here. Halifax in possession in the 20-metre area and moving it left. Short ball, Harrison. Good drive by Harrison. Saints committed there. Still have to go in and make sure the tackling is firm. Bishop gets it away. Hagan, Hampson, extra man, Schuster, out to Sharp. Oh no, he's forced in the corner. When the try's given, it looks as though he was forced into touch at the corner here. It's the touch judge that's given it. The referee had a look at the touch judge here and he gave him the nod. And Halifax add to the points tally. 4.5 minutes of the second half have gone. So Tirapati will get things underway, and earlier on in that movement, before Halifax came away with it, Tirapati, in my opinion, taken on suspicion as he went forward. The Saints were driving the ball. He appeared to the referee, as I said, but he didn't get any joy. Full marks Halifax came away and got further points on the board. I think they're going to finish 5th. So they play Castleford a fortnight today. And Saints opponents unknown. But obviously a fortnight's rest after today, and it gives the Saints time to get some of their injured and wounded back, and they need a rest as well. Well, that throws forward there to Southernwood from Harrison. But Dwyer, he pulls him down. And Halifax move it. Bishop along the line. Hagan chips it, putting pressure on Alan Hunt again. And it's all on. Is it Schuster? Will he score? The try's given. Alan Hunt there fumbled it. Tried to drop on it. Under pressure with Henry Sharp and John Schuster. But it's Schuster that wins the touchdown. Alan Hunt couldn't take it, and it's just been one of them days, hasn't it? Phil Beavers with a consolation pat on the back of Alan Hunt's head. 8 minutes gone in the second half. And Schuster in. 2 tries in the second half. The goal kick's gone missing, and a penalty goal missed in the first half. There's another 6 points it could have been for Halifax. 33-0 we're talking about. Tirapati puts it low and straight. John Bentley in the in-goal area. Bernard Dwyer comes up and meets him. Southernwood at the acting half-back position. And Halifax there playing against the breeze, but they've scored 2 tries. They're both in this bottom right-hand corner. Anderson powers it upfield. Dannett there, back after a neck injury. Now Devorty. Good diagonal run. Devorty held. And Mark Perrott. Hagan onto Bentley, support there, Schuster. Schuster glides through, support inside. It's Mark Preston, and Preston's in for another. Good work by Halifax from virtually on their own line. And come the full length of the field, good into passing. Good work there, Perrott on the far side, he brought it over. Schuster involved, good break there, Bentley, Schuster, Hagan, and finished off by Mark Preston. So Preston try, and Schuster virtually in front of the sticks, pops it over. 33-0. 11.5 minutes of the second half gone. And Saints haven't got the answer, have they? All the spectators, they must be ecstatic here at Thrum Hall, finishing off with a flourish. Rapati again. And here we go, back to Bentley. Bentley drives it up again. The George Mann on to Bentley. The penalty is awarded. Keep the tackles down. Saying it was there around the neck. And as they say, anything above the shoulder area. So obviously bitterly disappointed Saints spectators that's made the journey over. Not really a lot of us here this afternoon. With Harrison, 12.5 minutes of the second half gone. 3 tries in the opening 10 minutes from Halifax, from Sharp, Schuster and Preston. 33-0 the score. Now it's Lord. George Mann quickly in, along with Bernard Dwyer and Andy Dannett. Saints moving up quickly, trying to counteract this Halifax attack. As Devorty goes through, the last one of the sequence. Bishop again, put to Tester. He's going to try and put pressure on Alan Hunt again. But Hunt has to take the tackle. Carl Harrison, first man in. Must be like being hit with a steamroller, mustn't it? As Sullivan breaks up centre field. Coming off the wing, now it's with Ian Pickavance. He changes direction. Sullivan gets it again. He didn't know he was going to have it, but caught it there. Ian Pickavance brought it crossfield. Bernard Dwyer creates the half gap. Anderson along with Southernwood. But the tackle must have been completed. The referee saying he said held. And Bernard Dwyer had flicked the ball out. So scrum down. Now Bishop to feed. So certainly things not by any means going the Saints' way. Bishop brings it blindside on to Bentley. Cooper homes in on him. It's now with Henry Sharp. Sharp gets on. Good tackle there by Alan Hunt. Isn't it? Alan Hunt looks on the touch. Judge, he didn't look as though he was going to put his flag up there, did he? Because Alan Hunt homed in on him, on Henry Sharp. Good break there from the base of the scrum by Paul Bishop. On to John Bentley coming through at pace with Henry Sharp on his outside. But Hunt came in. Cooper with possession. Well, Michael Jackson in there rather enthusiastically on Shane Cooper. There's big John Harrison now and Jackson in again along with Perrott. So it's making yardage. And Andy Dannett taking a knock there. Holding his head. He had that trouble with the neck injuries. George Mann puts downfield. Taylor Patty was with him. Southernwood took him down. That's Bernard Dwyer inside to Cooper. Long cut-out ball there to Beavers. Overlap for the Saints on the right if they can use it. Pickavance cuts back in field. A long pass there. Well, Rapati couldn't take it. It was an awkward ball. Perhaps Saints trying to force the pace with Pickavance letting it go. Rapati couldn't control it. Halifax picked it up and Bentley has the possession. He's still driving forward, he's Bentley. Notice the referee didn't shout out then. I suppose his momentum was still going, even though he was back in towards the Saints line. Harrison back to Hagan. Clamped there by Pickavance. Roach and Atherton, the two substitutes for the Saints, come in to assist Ian Pickavance. But Halifax keep it rolling. Bishop is the dummy. Well, he's given an obstruction, he's given crossing there. Even though Bishop didn't actually part with the ball, he stopped and looked the other way, but the referee has given crossing. So it's fine touch downfield, and John Harrison now 25 metres from the Halifax line, still yet to get points on the board. 33-0, we're trailing. Dannett there, still driving it forward. Not a lot for the Saints Speckies or yours truly to shout about this afternoon, is there? Cooper. George Mann. He straightens it up, looks for support. Chris Joint there. Joint drives out well. throws the pass to Harrison. The ball gone to Bishop. Well, the ball, the knock-on indicates, I'm sure there was no knock-on there. I'm not saying there wasn't a forward pass. And Bishop and Alan Hunt just clashing. Obviously, Alan Hunt remembers what Bishop did to him early in the piece. Without any indication from the three match day officials. But he's just got to get that behind him. Can ill afford to get any suspensions or anything, especially with the injury crisis we've got here at St Helens. George Mann receiving treatment. Peter Atherton and George Mann packed in the second row. Shane Cooper gets possession. Rapati running the diagonal angle, but Bentley manages to force him off balance. Pick a bounce from dummy half for the Saints. Takes it centre field, about 25 metres out. Lot of mauling up the play the ball as Dwyer moves it right. Peter Atherton in the Halifax 20-metre area. Running down the slope to that bottom right-hand corner. Now uphill as Chris Joint straightens it up. Dwyer along the line. Cooper inside to George Mann. Looking for support again. Cooper's there backing him up. Cooper tries to create the space. Alan Hunt. Holgate puts the rally down and saves him for a try. A rare gap in the Halifax armour. 18 minutes in the second half, but it's Cooper again. Prodding and probing, instigating there. Round the Halifax defence. And Alan Hunt linking up as the extra man from the full-back position. Saw the gap and blistering pace. Shot through it and touchdown for the Saints for a score. But Alan Hunt with his 14th of the season, and Bernard Dwyer with his 6th goal of the campaign. Saints regular goal kickers out. Tommy Martin, David Lyon, Paul Loughlin, all out injured. But Paul Bishop stubs his toe there. Ian Pickerbounce manages to pick it up. But Paul Bishop has hurt himself there as he kicked off. You could tell with the... didn't get much distance with it as Chris Joint. Oh, just as his ankle's tapped by Schuster. But Bishop right back in at the action. Saints with points on the board. 33-6 the score as George Mann taken down right in front of our commentary position. Always nice to get points on the board. You don't like to be whitewashed, but up against an in-form Halifax side this afternoon. John Harrison driving through off Cooper again. Dwyer, he gets it away. Joint. George Mann tries to draw Phil Beavers in, but he does. Phil Beavers just overrun George Mann there. And now George Mann takes up the acting half-back position. Cooper chips it, and it's back to Schuster. Sullivan and Cooper come in. Cooper tried a little chip kick through. Touch Halifax man, bounced back onto Cooper. He couldn't control it, went back to Halifax. They now have possession. Bishop at dummy half, and Bentley, the speed merchant. White a speedy three-quarter line with Sharp, Schuster, Bentley and Preston, Halifax, and any gaps in the opposition's defence, and they'll be through the like a dose of salt, won't they? Mark Perrott taking it over to the short side, over to that Mark Preston wing. Bishop. He straightens it up, well, Dwyer meets him. Well, I think somebody must have given that the touches on the far side a bit of a kickstart, because he never even did anybody saying that somebody's been given a facial. So it looks as though Bernard Dwyer is going to be accused of giving Bishop a facial. Fieldhouse back on and Gary Lord comes off. With the penalty, Anderson building up ahead of steam. Dwyer was penalised there. Bishop, obviously we know the season campaigner, milking it for all it's worth. Hagan inside to Fieldhouse. Southern Wood attacked in half. Bishop working the movement now, giving it to Devorty. Hagen, the mismove there onto Perrott. He gives the dummy, drives for the corner. He just stopped 15 metres short, and Halifax build up again. Short into passing. Fieldhouse there gets it away. The ball's loose. The referee says play on. It's now with Hagen. Schuster. Must be a run in here. Bentley. Yes, he gets it down. And he got it down there. The referee points. And Halifax moved in quickly. Capitalised on safe mistakes. And another 4-pointer coming. Tirapati from the centre spot. Must be sick of kicking off this afternoon. Under the cosh there, as Halifax really rubbing salt in the Saints' wounds. 37-6. Henry Sharp plays it, so it's all on. Saints move up quickly. Rounds his first line of defence. Just gets past Anthony Sullivan. He comes back as Phil Beavers completes the tackle. Phil Beavers in again. Solid tackling. Jackson came through. That was Anderson. Solid running from Halifax, and they've run hard and tireless all afternoon, haven't they? Bishop. Harrison. Carl Harrison it is. He gets the ball back to Bishop. Certainly looked suspicious that as it comes to Bishop, and using the man there again as Halifax move it. Hagen. Well, knocked forward by Michael Jackson. He turned away in disgust. His fingertips and knocked it forward. There's certainly a hint of a forward pass earlier on. Scrum down, Saints feed. Cooper will feed. Saints have the possession and they move it right. Beavers and Rapati. Onto Peccavanti, couldn't control it. Preston is taken down by Jason Roach. He moved in quickly. He couldn't afford to let Preston have any movement. As Fieldhouse fancies a run up the blind side, takes it quickly. 15 minutes remaining, 37 points to 6 the score. And Saints now obviously finish in 8th position. And if the old pie eaters a win tonight at Watershed Inns, Saints will have the short trip to Wigan in a fortnight today. Bishop. Oh, good break from Bishop. Support there from Sutherland. Oh, a mile forward to Harrison. Yes, and it's the first one he's picked up, and not before time either. But mind you, must be taking a bit of pity on the Saints there, but good break there. Bishop drove it up the centre. Excellent drive. Fed it inside. And the last pass to Harrison, it was a yard forward. Bishop there, the cheeky chappy. Comes to Cooper, brings it blindside. Tirapati, back to Cooper. Took it well, didn't he? Alan Hunt looking for that gap. Hunt there, pirouettes, he drives again. He's taken down finally by Southernwood. And Bernard Dwyer looking for a quick play of the ball. Halifax line up. Saints bring it blindside. Chris Joint, back to Dwyer. Gets it away to George Mann. Harrison, but the options cut down there. As Devorty had moved in, looking for the interception. Perrott completed the tackle, but Harrison was forced back. Blindside again, Bernard Dwyer. Dwyer into space. He's got Sullivan on his left. Beavers on the inside. It's gone to Beavers. Can Beavers win the chase? Oh, it's gone to Sullivan. Yes, that's a good try for the Saints. Gives us a little bit of something to shout about, doesn't it? From 60 metres, 60, 70 metres, the Saints move it downfield. And Anthony Sullivan comes up with his 22nd of the season. 27 minutes gone of the second half, and good persistent work by Bernard Dwyer. He started the movement off again, he brought it blindside. Good break there. As Saints moved it downfield. Beavers inside, Sullivan on the outside. Sullivan came in, the ball was fed to Beavers. He found Sullivan, and Sullivan touched it down. Dwyer pops the extras over, and Saints with a second try, converted by Dwyer, makes it 37-12. "12 minutes remaining, 37-12, you never know, do you? You can't really see it, but Saints there with a long distance try, and that's going to boost their confidence, obviously. Bishop gets it away. Ian Pickervance takes it. And Pickervance drives up. Bernard Dwyer run tirelessly in the Saints side this afternoon. It's been an uphill struggle for all the lads. Obviously the preparation in training always goes right in training more or less, but it's got to be out here on the field. Well, Atherton there copping a high one as he came through from Jackson. Fieldhouse had him low. And Tony Sullivan trying to break through between Southernwood and Carl Harrison. Saints move it right. Rapati. Oh, good ball from Rapati to Pickervance. He chips it for Jason Roach, but there's too much beef behind that, I think. Well, it's hanging there, isn't it? But just goes dead. Pickervance, the right idea. Speed merchant Jason Roach still looking for his first try in the senior squad. Yeah. But Halifax restart quickly. The ball's loose. Bernard Dwyer has it. Saints move it right. Cooper brings in Ian Pickervance. He's looking for support. Dwyer's there again. Dwyer's wrestled to the ground. Halifax there from attack to defence in double quick time. And Peter Atherton, he takes it up. Cooper looking to get things moving. A sloppy play the ball. As George Mann carves his way through, looking for support. Oh, well taken by Big John Harrison. He moves into the Halifax 20-metre area. Halifax forced to defend now, whether they just eased off a little bit, maybe a little bit earlier than they should have done. Commanding 37-12 lead. Ian Pickervance tries to shrug the tacklers off, but well forced down the Fieldhouse leading the charge, and three of them wrestle Pickervance to the ground. Saints persisting, trying to move it through, trying to get the gaps, joint, but well clamped there. Hagan, as you can see, round the ball, clamps him, unable to be released. Last one of the sequence. Rapati drills it low. Henry Sharp plays it. Cooper comes in. They'll try to force Sharp back over the line, and successfully have done. Cooper and Rapati. Whether he was actually stopped in the field of play and then dragged over, it certainly had a look of it, but the referee allowing the Saints to complete the tackle, and Halifax forced to drop out by Bishop from between the sticks. The Beavers takes the running up, brings it on the blind side. Schuster completes the tackle. Sullivan infield. Now it's Chris Joint. The 5 tackles for the Saints to try and get points on the board. George Mann and Cooper, but the ball's lost. Bentley, he's gone to the full-back position. Hampson off earlier with Perrott coming on. Oh, Jackson fumbled with it, but breaks through the first line of defence. The ball's loose. Reap it out in the tackle is the indication. George Mann being a judge to have reaped the ball out. Paul Bishop finds touch. It's about 5-6 metres. Saints urge to get back onside, and Carl Harrison, the first man in, after Southernwood had played the ball. 8 minutes remaining, 37-12. Well, the ball's lost there. It's gone back. A knock-on going to be given. Saints couldn't capitalise on it. Andy Dannett and Anderson there just helping each other up. Scrum down just inside the Halifax half. Earlier this season in the league at Nosey Road, Saints drew with Halifax, 16 points apiece. Saints lucky to come up with the draw there on that occasion, I felt. Gone through a very indifferent season this season, the Saints, and looking to build up for next season. As we said before, with Scott Gibbs, this Apollo Perrolini, with Anthony Sullivan signed, Shane Cooper signed. bad news if George Mann does go to Leeds. But also Big Mal Meninga is supposed to be penciled in on the cards. George Mann still prodding and probing. Saints move it quickly. Alan Hunt, can he break the tackle? Hunt with only the full-back to beat. Oh, inside ball to Rapati, and Rapati's under the sticks. 33 minutes gone now, and Saints there, keeping the ball alive, and it paid dividends. Alan Hunt running through there at pace. Hunt took it up. He beat the first line of defence. He'd only Bentley to beat, who's in the full-back position. Rapati was backing up. Antti Rapati touchdown for his 7th of the season. So Saints coming back with 7 minutes remaining. And 37-18 it's going to be when Dwyer pops this one over. We can hope, can't we? At least it showed the character of the Saints as they've come back, as Jason Roach comes in, pushes Southernwood out of the way, but driven back by Bennett and Fieldhouse. The Saints build up again with Peter Atherton. Harrison with Anderson at the tackle. Saints drive again. John Harrison. George Mann. Oh, George Mann breaks through. Support from Dwyer. Chris Joynt's there with him, but Dwyer goes crossfield, gives it to Roach. Roach should be able to whiz past John Bentley, should he? Oh, good tackle by Bentley. Holmes in on him. But Saints again on the attack. Inside ball. Joint to Cooper. Now Cooper at dummy half again. Dwyer holds it to perfection for Pickavance. Can he scramble over? He's still driving his Pickavance, still pumping those legs. Last one of the sequence. Saints in a good attacking position again. The last tackle of the sequence. Rapati puts it crossfield. Sullivan is chasing it. Oh, an awkward ball. Oh, it's gone dead. It's bounced dead. A favourable bounce there for Anthony Sullivan, and the points could have been on the board. Oh, Rapati crossfield kick. Good earlier work by Chris Joynt. Taking it downfield. Halifax will restart on the 20-metre line. 4 minutes left. Well, Saints move up. All in an offside position there as the ball was being played. It was slightly fumbled, but the referee allows play to go on as Anderson comes upfield. The ball's loose. And a knock on Anderson there. He doesn't like the decision. He obviously feels that the ball was reaped out. But a mistake, an unforced error. It puts Saints in an attacking position again with time running out. 37-18 the score. Looks a bit more respectable as far as the Saints are concerned. Cooper to Rapati. Brings it crossfield, lazy top inside for Beavers. Alan Hunt's there. Oh, Hunt there. That'll be a try for Hunt. Oh, super stuff. Yes, Alan Hunt there. His momentum took him over just as it did at Bradford earlier in the week, but unfortunately on that occasion the try was disallowed. But Alan Hunt in for his 2nd of the afternoon and his 15th of the season. 37-24 with Dwyer, pops it through. "13 points separating the sides with only 3 minutes maybe at a push to the final hooter. You never know, two quick tries for the Saints in the 2 minutes, who knows? Very doubtful, mind you. Still not enough, is there? That Paul Bishop, Hampson, drop goal with the vital one-pointer. Jason Roach sidesteps there, drives it again, but solid tackling. Just seemed to have gone asleep in the last 10 minutes of Halifax. Saints coming up with 3 tries in 10 minutes. George Mann running out wide again. It was George Mann. He gets the ball back. Created that gap earlier on. Dwyer brought it blindside. Mann took it downfield. As I said, it's Beavers on one side. and Sully on the other, but the try was finally gone over. Schuster back on. Schuster gone off, I should say. Bernard Dwyer again, moving it downfield. Gives the ball to Jason Roach. Shaw juggles with it, but takes it and upended there. The last tackle. Again. Beaver, looking good. Beaver, delivered, yes. It's going to be six. Well, what a finish, what a comeback by the Saints. But just as it was against Oldham last week, just not going to be enough, is it? Anthony Sullivan in for his second of the afternoon and his 23rd of the season. Dwyer will pop it over, and we're actually yes, we've actually played 40 minutes now, so any stoppage time that may be incurred, and there'll not be much of that, will there? But 7 points separating the sides. What a comeback, trailing 33-0. Well, there's the final hooter. Well, what a sickener, isn't it? Just as you come back, it must be a sickener for the Saints, but equally a sickener for Halifax. They've got the 2 league points. Handshakes all round. But 33 points to nil, the Saints were trailing after 50 minutes. That's 10 minutes in the second half. And then, out to nothing, Saints started off tries from Alan Hunt. He put the first points on the board for the Saints. Then Bentley came back with a try, which was unconverted, and he made it 37-6. And then it was all Saints. 4 tries within the space of 12 minutes. 2 from Sullivan, 1 from Rapati, 1 from Hunt. All goal by Bernard Dwyer. So the final score here, as both of the sides troop off in the last league match of the season, it's Halifax 37, St Helens 30.